It's time to saddle up and ride for Record Journal Athletes of the Week. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Mariner Record Journal. Welcome to week 4 of the Record Journal Spring Athlete of the Week series. And hey, Aaron, here we are on this beautiful May day. And folks, I just want you to know you should be thankful for my man Aaron Flom, because we did the cold opening today on the bike. And my idea was actually to do the whole show riding the bike. But two problems quickly presented themselves. One, it's far too hilly here in Portland, and I'd quickly run out of breath going uphill talking to you. And also, a sense of vertigo would definitely set in with the viewers after about a minute of that, because it set in with me and Aaron. So, Aaron, a good call as always. A shout out to you. Hey, let's get rolling with our week 4 slate of candidates, and some interesting stuff this week. We had the slate pretty much picked out, and then on Monday, it was all written up too. That's the key thing. It was all written up. And then on Monday, a lot of our candidates upped their game even more. So we had to kind of erase everything and go back and revamp it. But it's a solid week of candidates. Actually, Aaron, I'm going to tell you what, man. We got 6, 3 boys, 3 girls. I could have picked 20. What a spring season our kids are having. Let's get after it. We're going to start with the boys. We're going to start with the youngest kid on the block. He is from Platt High School. He's one of the best golf stories going so far this spring. He is Mr. Tyler Cesario, only a freshman, and in his first 7 varsity matches, he's medaled 4 times. 4 for 4 for week 4 for Tyler Cesario. He had a 43 up at Hunter on Tuesday against Maloney and Wilcox. He was a medalist there. Did it again on Thursday against Bloomfield. He's also shot a 42 at Hunter for a medal. That was against New Britain, and a 39, season best 39 against Bristol Eastern. Tyler Cesario, man, looking forward to following your career for the next 4 years. For now, you are boys nominee number 1 here in week 4. All right, our next 3 candidates. This is a little sequence of the show where we had 2 guys and 1 girl picked, and then on Monday they just upped their game. Really quite remarkable week for the next 3 candidates. We're going to start in Cheshire. Boys lacrosse right here. Senior, Mr. Aiden Gaudette. Aiden is the guy who takes the face-offs for Cheshire. And get this, on Monday against North Haven, he goes 20 for 20 on face-offs. Perfect 20 for 20. It capped a week in which in 4 games he was 88 for 97 on draws, which for the year gives him 119 face-offs won and 143 face-offs taken. If you do the math, that's 82% success rate. One reason why the Cheshire Rams are 9-2, standing at number 9 in the Game Time CT State Media Poll for boys lacrosse. Aiden Gaudette, keep it up, man. You are boys nominee number 2 here in week 4. Our third nominee, hey, this guy, we got a little backstory here with this next guy. He's a baseball player. He's from Wilcox Tech. He is Mr. Hiram Morales. And full disclosure, we had Hiram picked last week, but we needed him to send us a photo because on game day, the Indians were on the road. So I said, Hiram, you got to get us a photo. And it came in just after deadline. So I'm like, oh, man, I really wanted to nominate Hiram because he was 11 for 14 in a 4-game stretch. And I really felt bad. I'm like, what am I going to do with Hiram? Well, on Friday against Goodwin Tech, Hiram goes 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. I'm like, holy smokes, let's just bring him back. I got his photo. The kid is now 14 for 17 in his last 5 games. 7 of those hits extra bases, 4 doubles, 3 triples. Hiram, baby, you're a keeper. You and the Indians have won 5 games in a row. Hiram Morales, 14 for his last 17 in those 5 games. What can you say? He is boys nominee number 3 here in week 4. We're going to go to the girls, keeping with that theme of just capping off a great week with a great Monday. Our girl, number 1, she is from Maloney High School, the junior catcher, Miss Maddie Laval. Maddie Laval, what a junior season she is having. She was all RJ as a freshman and just really leading the charge here for the Spartans. You know, they've won 7 in a row. They're 12-2. They ranked 4th in Class L. And Maddie last week, she led the Spartans past the Platt Panthers in the rivalry game. And then on Friday, she hit 2 home runs over at Northwest Catholic. So I'm like, Maddie, she's in the book. She's our girl. And then on Monday against Rocky Hill, she goes 4 for 4, drives in a couple runs, scores 3 runs, and behind the plate picks off a runner and throws out another one trying to steal a base. Maddie Laval, that caps an 11 for 15 week for her. On the season, this young lady is batting .571. That's an average, huh? 16 RBIs, 25 runs scored. And like we said, Spartans have won 7 in a row, 12-2. And they have Coach Scott Oresco at career wins 299. He can get 300 tonight against Plainville. You're watching this on Wednesday. And the Spartans and Scotty Oresco go for that milestone win tonight. For now, Maddie Laval, girls nominee number 1 here in week 4. Second girls nominee, also a softball player. We mentioned Maloney is number 4 in Class LL. Right ahead of them at number 3 are the Southington Lady Knights. And a big reason why they're there, of course, is their senior pitcher, Miss Julia Panarella. Get this now with the Blue Knights. Julia and the Blue Knights, they've won 9 in a row. They're 10-1. And their last 5 games have all been by shutout. Cumulative score in those 5 games, by the way, this is just a week of insane, irrational numbers that actually have a firm basis in reality. Last 5 games, Southington has outscored its opponents 88-0. 88-0. Julia Panarella, of course, she hasn't pitched all the innings, but she's pitched most of them. Last Thursday against Northwest Catholic, 5-inning perfect game. Next day against Middletown, 6-inning no-hitter, 12 strikeouts in both games. Miss Panarella, she's going on to pitch next year at Lemoyne College in Syracuse, New York, and now you can see why. Julia Panarella, girls nominee number 2 here in week 3. Aaron, what's going on over my shoulder, buddy? See, this is live, and we always shoot live. We don't script it because how can you script the street cleaner to come by in the middle of the show? Hey, brother, get the sand off the road so I don't slip and fall on my bike ride. Let's get after it for our third and final nominee. Hey, we've got some good lacrosse being played this year. Cheshire boys and girls, Southington boys and girls, the 2 Wallingford schools. Both Lyman Hall teams having their best seasons ever. Our nominee is from one of the most solid programs we've had really since it arrived, and that's Sheehan High School girls. And our nominee, here she is, junior attacker, Miss Allie Toshan. She had a 14-goal week. She had 4 against West Haven, 4 against Amity, a big 6 against Hamden. And hey, I'll tell you, Sheehan, they're 6-3. They're going to be someone to look for in Class S come state playoff time. And the reason I know that is actually the game that Allie and the Titans lost. They went up against Amity, an L school, 8-1 team, 13-12. Sheehan had a great comeback, fell just short. As we mentioned, Allie Toshan had 4 goals in that game. Allie and junior classmate Jana McKenzie, a real 1-2 combination. Could only go with one this week, and it is Miss Allie Toshan, girls nominee, number 3 here in week 4. All right, Aaron, on that note, on this quiet note, the streets all cleaned. Our 6 new candidates are in the books. It's Wednesday about 6 o'clock. You've got from now until Sunday at midnight to vote for this week's slate of candidates. Please do so at myrecordjournal.com/sports. Until then, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Mariner Record Journal. My best to my man Aaron Flom, who set up that camera on the handlebars on my bike. Better take it off now, Aaron. I got a ride to do. My best to Shawnee Crossick, Ron Buck, all our stringers, and to you, the viewing audience. Thank you for watching. Till next week, be good.